Hello, everyone. Hello. As always, everyone have an amazing day. 3 things I am thankful for. Each and every one of y'all. I'm thankful for y'all. I am thankful for your laughter, and I am thankful for your support. I did just do a video, and then I had to delete it. I had to. It wasn't like nothing bad, but I had to delete it. I didn't like the way the energy shifted. I feel like the past couple videos, it was kind of, energy came down just a little bit, so we're gonna try to lift it up. What I'm gonna talk about? So yesterday was Halloween, and I hope everyone had a safe Halloween yesterday. And y'all got back home safe and enjoy yourselves. And for the ones that stayed home, I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves and just had a good relaxing night or day, however you want to call it. Technically today is Christmas. Just to let y'all know, I woke up, today was Christmas. Christmas is not like the way y'all Christmas think of. It's different. So today, this morning when I woke up, today is the day that I created all the seasons. Like your spring, summer, fall, winter, however you want to call it. So this morning was the day I created all of that. This morning is the day I woke up and I started creating a rainbow. Like I just kept calling out colors over and over and over again. So today is the day that all of that happened in the seasons. I started talking about this, and then I had to, let's see, do I still want to get deeper into it? I'm gonna put it like this. A lot of y'all that are jumping timelines with me because you're, fixing yourself and healing yourself and walking away from negative energy and going more to positive energy, you're going to start noticing seasons are different. So y'all going to start noticing that some fruits, vegetables, some things are going to be plants, flowers and stuff, and your timeline is going to look off. So if it's cold outside and they don't supposed to be, and it's like there's some things gonna be looking like it's spring when it's winter and so forth. If you hear that noise, my son is coughing, and this is another reason how I know we in different timelines right now. As I told y'all a couple months ago, I told y'all like when the seasons start changing, how he'll start coughing. When he woke, like last night, was it last night? Yeah, last night he started coughing. So that means he is in that point where the seasons are changing. So yes, even my son, he's with me and he sees the changes that's going on around me and himself, but he's in a different timeline than me as well, okay? Because he's going through his journey. No different than everyone else that's around me. Everyone is in their own journey. Even though we are all we can still be in the same room, we are all in different timelines. But everything adds up, it equals out. So if the more you get into it, you're going to start noticing those things, and that's okay. That's how you know you're on your own journey. You're not crossing lines, but you understanding the lane you're in, if that makes sense. So that part. So you know how I'm gonna say it like this. I heard somebody was talking about the alphabets today, and it was like the way you are, the alphabets. How can I say it? How she say it? When you look at the alphabet, you go from A to Z. And she was like, the way you operate, you don't do that. You jump around. You could be on A today, D today, B, C, J, something like that. Because I jump around. That's what y'all going to start noticing. You're going to start noticing life is not always about order. So maybe you're on step number 1 today, step number 5 tomorrow, step number 2 the day after, step number 10 the day after that. That's life. Sometimes we are in advance in some parts, and we need to get understanding on others. So sometimes we can jump up that ladder real quick, and then sometimes we have to take a step back to see something a little bit different so we can make the next big step. So if you're noticing that in your life it look like you're going up and pulling back, it happens. That's how seasons change, because just because you know that when it comes to family, maybe you realize, you know what, I'm working all the time. I'm always working on to take a day off. And now you're starting to take a day off. Well, just because you need a day off don't mean the kid's going to stay out of school the rest of the year. It's something like that. So just because you say, you know what, I'm a downside. So if I'm working a 9 to 5, but I feel like it's time for me to do my own business, you can make those changes, but school still goes on for the kids. You understand? No different than when the kids are out of school for the summertime. They making that transition, but now you working out, you working longer hours. That's how this thing works. We're all in our own lane, and we at different timelines. Sometimes we're there longer than we want to. So one day can probably feel like a week for one person, and one day can feel like 2 days for another person, and one day can feel like one day to another person. That's kind of what's going on. So in this journey and this process, drink the juice, babe. And for the ones, I know y'all probably like, but can't you heal him? He got to heal himself. Okay? I'm here. I'm giving him the advice on what to do to get his energy back. But I can't do everything. So just for the ones that's asking. I thought about it last night. I know I'm jumping topics. But last night, like I said, the last time he went through this, all I had to do was put my hands on him, and he started feeling better and stuff like that. But last night I realized it's like, just because I can heal him quick doesn't mean he needs that. Because I told him what to do to be able to help get himself back on track, and he ignored me. Yes, my own son ignored me, because all he had to do was put something warm on, and he could sweat it out. Because, but I tell you, it's stored up energy. So all he had to do is sweat it out, and he'll been perfectly fine this morning. Unfortunately, he ignored me, and he didn't do what I told him to. So now he got to go through the process. So just because I can heal him on things don't mean that he need it. He has to listen. He has to learn to listen and follow directions too. Because I cannot run his course for him. He had to run it himself. That's how I messed up the first round. I ended up running the course for a lot of people, and that's how they didn't understand how to use their own legs, if that makes sense. So if y'all question like, why is he still coughing? It's because he need to go through his process. This is how he built up his immune system. Okay? It's not that I ain't paying attention to him. I'm still telling him what to do, as in far of like nutrients and stuff like that. But at the same time, he's a child, and if he don't listen, well, he got to go through the process. No different than your kids and yourself. If you don't listen to the instructions, then hey, go through the process. Once you get tired of being sick, you know what to do from now on. It's like that. I'm a little tough, but it's worth it. But yeah, so it's not that I don't care. It's just the fact that if I'm doing it for you, how will you learn on your own? And that's how this lessons and this process. So as of today, those are the gifts. So that's something else that has happened. I've realized today. So I've been noticing that a lot of times when I do videos, sometimes I have thoughts. And I feel like I be doing videos in my head. And then when I come and do videos with y'all, it's something different. So for the ones that's tapped in, meaning the ones that are on a spiritual journey, some of y'all hear my videos telepathically. Okay? A lot of y'all hear my information. So if you can't hear it, that doesn't mean nothing wrong with you. Everyone has their own journey and path. And eventually you'll get there. Earlier today, I could feel a lot of people in my energy. The only ones that are a lot of my energy at this point is the ones that are in a high frame energy. So that could be anyone around the world. You can probably hear me holding conversations, random things I'm saying to you and stuff like that. But only people that with high frequencies. The problem I had before, kind of let anybody in because I thought I was helping. Bless you, baby. I thought I was helping. But now I know how to secure my energy where only certain people are allowed. So yeah, I had certain people that I could feel y'all. I can hear y'all. So there's going to be times where I might not do videos, but I'm holding a whole conversation with y'all. Yeah, so how can I say it? Yeah, I'm gonna just call it what it is. Some people want to hear certain information, some people not. When you get on a higher frequency, then you will have that privilege to hear those certain things. Now, there are points where I will shut things down, or there are points where I might give you advice on something, okay, for direction. All right. Also today, gifts. So like I said, it's Christmas, right? So Halloween technically was like Christmas Eve, and today was actually Christmas. So those gifts. So a lot of my tarot card readers, spiritual readers, and all of that, people that's telepathic, have spiritual gifts. These was your gifts. Okay, so when we was talking about like the Bible, and I told you I meant about Christmas, and I kind of shut it down. This is why I shut it down, because that wasn't the story. Today is the day that you receive those gifts. So a lot of y'all that are hearing like information and with cars and just hearing channels, I am the station. I'm the radio. Y'all are hearing me. So a lot of y'all in past times been hearing me from this day. So today is November the 1st, 2025. Y'all been getting information ever since you was a kid from this date. So I don't care how old you are in the world. If you was getting signals and hearing a voice that was directing you and helping you, it was me from today. That's who you was hearing, me. I was giving you signals and talking to you. And that's how that's the radio. This is the original radio. Okay? The original radio. We have a specific connection. The more you in tune with believing in me, the more you can hear the station. The station is different for each person depending on what you're going through. And even though we're all on the same network, we all hear it kind of differently. So the message could be the same to everyone or different. Just like the tarot card readers and a lot of you spiritual readers in the world. A lot of y'all repeat the same stuff because you're hearing the same radio station. So what y'all doing is, that's y'all gift. Y'all gift is to provide information to the masses through different people. Y'all are providing information to people out here in the world to let them know what's going on. So that when the TVs and the real radios, the telephones, the internet give you mixed signals, you have a real connection. That's your gifts. What else? So that was given today. The colors was given today. Numbers was given today. Yeah. So technically, this whole entire time I was asleep, dreaming, and today was the day that I created everything and went back in time. So y'all got to see my dreams. Y'all been in the midst of my dream. And today was really the day everything was created. I told you I was in the future. So today is really the original day that everything was created. And I got all the way up to this point. So when you look at the way the world lives and stuff, so this is how it goes. Darkness was formed, and then light was created out of the darkness. When it comes to me, and I am connected spiritually to someone else, due to all the spiritual gifts I have, I provided spiritual gifts out to a lot of people in the world. And a lot of people in the world misuse those gifts. In this process, I knew I had to be connected to someone else in the physical form. And in this process, I had to go through stuff. And y'all went through things. And whoever was willing to understand those gifts and not misuse them will be the one at the end. Everyone was on this mission. Man and woman was on this mission, because not just me, but the other person, man form, had to go through the same process. So all the men had one role, all the women had one role. From a child all the way up to an adult. A lot of y'all receive gifts. Everyone in the world been receiving gifts. But what has happened is people didn't appreciate those gifts, or was willing to go through the process and understanding those gifts, or understanding the blessings in your life. Whoever was willing to be willing to sacrifice those things to get to true happiness and peace would be the one or the two that receives all those blessings and be able to continue to create new things in the world. It was a process. In this process, we got to see a lot of different things, and we all been through things, so we understand what to do, what not to do, how to protect ourselves and how to protect others, how to preserve things and how to be able to provide things, how to nurture things in this world, and knowing when to let go of things in this world. All of us is on this journey. There are some people that didn't make it to this next level of this journey, and that's okay. They're gonna go through their journey. Drink the juice, baby. When you start coughing, you already know that your throat is itchy, right? So what you need to do? Okay. So, and that's okay. But we're going to continue praying for those people to eventually get to that point where they need to get at. But at the same time, for yourselves, you're going to take these opportunities, learn from what you have been through, and push forward. There's a lot more things to come. There's a lot more things that are being created. Some of y'all may have lost your gifts in the process. Not so much saying because you did something wrong, but because of the fact that you gave up on yourself. So as you continue moving forward in this process, you will receive those things back as long as you didn't misuse them. I understand if you just didn't know what to do with it due to the way society has been. But if you have it still within you, you will enhance those things. And we're going to utilize these gifts to be blessings to not just ourselves, but to others. Okay? When it comes to me, my energy is within every single one of you, 24/7. However, you have to make sure that you're doing your work in this process. These are the gifts that you receive. You receive a connection with me. If you have made it to this point where you're more at peace and understanding that, you know what, I got to do what I need to do in life, our connection will get stronger each and every day as long as you allow. There will be times that you may not hear me, and that's okay. That is my way of saying I believe in you and you can make the right choices and decisions in your life. I'm not going to be always on the phone 24/7 with you, okay? Because I need to know that you can trust yourself and believe in yourself. It's a gift, all right? I understand a lot of y'all probably thought that it's going to be, I'm going to get the car, the house, and this and that. My gifts are different, okay? Those are things you work for yourselves. The gifts that I give you is peace of mind, understanding, support, love, respect. Someone that you can talk to when you feel like you don't have anyone else to talk to. Someone that can understand you when the world don't understand you. Someone that's going to be there to continue motivating you even when you are in your roughest time. Those are the true gifts. Anything else is something that you believe in so much that you created, that you put the work in, that you knew that you deserve. We all have creations and ideas in this world, and those are blessings that was put upon each and every single one of you. Every one of you have your own form of a blessing and standards in this world. I don't care if you don't have anything at all at this present moment. You have gifts and blessings that the world needs to see. But if you're focusing on other people and other things, you're going to lose those gifts. I don't want you to go backwards in time. I want you to go forward. I want you to understand that the love you have within yourself is there. You have to believe in it. You have to keep believing in it even until you can feel it. My energy is there. Okay? But it's not as loud as it used to be. See, it was very loud in a lot of y'all. In each and every one of y'all. But you couldn't recognize it. So I have dimmed my light inside of each one of y'all because I want you to make sure your light glare louder than mine. So whenever you feel like your light is out, communicate. But don't wait until you are in a low point. Acknowledge my energy when you are at your highest. Allow yourself to acknowledge my energy when you in your neutral, and allow yourself to acknowledge my energy when you at your lowest. Never allow that flicker to go out. See, I'm a flicker in your lives now. I need you to acknowledge the light so it can grow. Every single one of you has something to bring to the table, even if you feel like you don't deserve it. We all deserve greatness, but you have to believe that you're greatness within yourselves. You are at the top of the totem pole in your own lives, but you have to go from the bottom to get to the top. Okay? I don't care, like I always say, I don't care if other people have already accomplished those goals and dreams. That's for their life. You can still do the same for your own. Okay? Never give up on yourselves. Never allow yourself to sit back and accept less than. I'm not sitting here saying go out here and demand the work, demand. Don't demand something if you're not willing to put the work for it. You only can demand things when your energy demands it for you. And that means you do the work yourself. Just because my energy is inside of you and I'm giving you this blessing to be able to hear my voice and my energy doesn't mean that I'm going to do the work for you. I'm going to sit right there beside you and watch you through it and motivate you through this process. But I'm not going to be one of the type of people that when you pick up the phone, you only want to tell me what's going on with you, but you're not listening to me give you the advice back that you need to hear. And yes, I talk through other people. So don't get caught up looking down on someone when the message is being sent to you. That means it could be through your family, your friends, your kids, a stranger. You never know how I talk to you, because think about it like this. The thing that you're afraid of the most is the thing that I communicate through you the most. Because in order for you to get to the highest level, you got to overcome your fears. So if you want to be able to continue receiving these gifts, then you have to overcome your fear to hear my voice. Okay? Those are blessings and gifts I provide. And if you don't see it, then you need to do what's right and within yourself and love yourself. Okay? Don't worry about what everybody else say and think. Don't worry about what everybody else say and do. I don't care if you miss a beat. I don't care if you miss a note. I don't care if you miss a step. And I don't care if you miss a sound. But care enough to understand that even if you miss that beat, that note, that sound, you could continue creating your own. Everyone don't have to understand. The goal in life is not about seeing who love what you do. It's about you loving the life you live. And the only way you can love the life you live is when you allow yourself to understand what your respect level is, your standards, your boundaries, and your morals. And even if it don't link up to the people around you, keep doing what you need to do and you attract the tribe that's for you. Okay? So continue doing that. And I'm going to jump topics very quickly. And then I'm going to get off so I can do something with my son. Earlier today, I was cleaning up. And I don't know how many of y'all allow y'all kids to help like vacuum and stuff like that. So right now we have a lot of kids that are stuck in the house. And they're kind of scared to try different things and stuff. Especially our boys and stuff. And not saying this all the time, even the girls. But this is a way to help them. And it's a cleaning thing, but it also can help on the outside if you have your own yard or you want to get your child out there and help cut other people's grass and stuff like that. Get some little change in their pocket. So I know some kids, they don't know how to cut the grass, right? So I was sitting here and I was thinking about something. So I had my son to vacuum the floor. Do you know vacuum the floor is the same way as cutting grass? And using the little, what is it called? The nozzle to get up the little pieces of trash or whatever or lint. That's like a weed eater. So if you want to be able to get your kids ready to be able to go outside and make them and so they can feel comfortable to go outside and cut the grass, just say it's a vacuum cleaner. It does the same. So if you want to, you can teach them small, and then when they get a little bit older to be able to operate a actual lawnmower, the push one or something like that, that's how you can do it. And they also know how to clean up the house at the same time. A win-win to me. So we have a lot of things out here that we can utilize within our house, that we can still be able to appreciate what we have on the outside. Cleaning is cleaning. You understand? I know that sometimes we don't like to have to pick up the trash and don't like have to, clean up the mess. But if we clean up as we go, the less stress we have to deal with. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a neat freak, but in the same time, I'm realizing I am a little bit. It's starting to get back there. I'm trying not to get too close to it, because you can't have everything perfect all the time. But at the same time, you just utilize your time wisely. So kids, like I always tell you, if you learn how to clean up your room, then you know how to clean up your room. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.